Everyone, Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile, is here, and it is day 87 of Award Season Review Season 2. Can you believe it? We are only 10 days away. Can you believe it? Before I jump in, I just quickly want to say thank you to those who have been with me since day one. It truly means a lot. The shout outs on social media, the likes, the comments. I can't wait to continue growing this subscriber base. So, again, as we enter these last 10 days, thank you. So, we are here in Short Week, and today I am looking at some of the highly commended live action shorts. Though, some of these were a little hard to track down. So, today I have three of the highly commended that were shortlisted for the Oscars, and two that were nominated in the category for Best British Short at the BAFTAs. Again, no box office information this week, but I will have that back next week as we start to wrap things up. So, here we go. I'm going to talk about the three highly commended shortlisted Oscar films first. So first up, we have Lisa Cole's Bienvenidos a Los Angeles, which, in addition to its shortlist, won several Best Short Film awards at various festivals. The film opens with Imani, a Nigerian immigrant who has been working as a PA in a hospital for several years, and almost on the verge of getting her green card when she is let go due to what her boss says may be religious bans. Realizing that she may be deported to Africa, she gets in a ride share on her way home, but she encounters Elizabeth, an illegal immigrant who is risking arrest and deportation from ICE in order to pick up her 6-year-old son, who she hasn't seen in many years at LAX. Too scared to go inside, and Amani recognizing this struggle, she offers to go and bring the son out to the cab, even though this may put her at risk when it comes to her own citizenship. What will follow is an intense tale as Imani goes into LAX, is confronted by ICE. Whew. Based on a true story, this film is not only a tale of immigrants and American dream hoax, but also a tale of female support as the primary cast, the two mothers, the ICE agent, and the rideshare driver are all played by women of different ethnicities. This film packed a lot in its gripping 18 minutes and delivered the story well. And this is a strong start for me. Bienvenidos a Los Angeles is a 5-star short film. It did not feel rushed and told the story of this intense chapter in the lives of Elizabeth and her son Christopher. If you would like to watch this one, it is currently streaming on YouTube. Next, we have Iain Softley's The Shepherd. Now, other than its shortlist for the Oscar, film hasn't received any other awards recognition. Based on the book written by Frederick Forsyth, The Shepherd is the story of Freddie, a fighter pilot who in 1957, on Christmas Eve, only has one hope, which is to see his family. However, his leave is denied. Finding a loophole that will allow him to go, he is approved to fly his plane to a base near his home, as it is a clear night out and a short flight. But on his way, several of the instruments within the plane begin to fail, and he soon finds that he is literally flying in the darkness, and with a huge unexpected fog that rolls in, may cause him to land in the ocean and potentially not survive. However, he will eventually be rescued by another pilot he sees in another plane, but he's unable to communicate with them. But he follows this plane in the hopes of being rescued. And will he? For one of spoilers, I will leave it there, but I will say that this film is a half suspense film and half a ghost story. See if that intrigues you. A 40-minute film, the short tells a complete story that pre-pandemic was meant to be a feature length, but to land the impact it does, being a short film actually works in its favor with a decent lead performance by Ben Radcliffe as the aforementioned Freddy. For me, this is a 4-star film that you can watch streaming exclusively on Disney+. Now, our final shortlisted film is Pedro Almodovar's Strange Way of Life, which received a couple of nominations for other festivals, including a nomination for the Queer Palm Short Film Award at the Cannes Film Festival. Now, this film is the Old West set short tale of two former lovers, Jake, now a sheriff, played by Ethan Hawke, and Silva, played by Pedro Pascal, who have not seen each other in 25 years. Jake's sister-in-law, a widow who has now been murdered by her boyfriend, Silva's son, Joe. Making good on his word to his brother, Jake promised to protect her, so he sets out to arrest Joe for his crimes, which will bring Silva and Jake back together into one another's lives and force them to not only confront their past, but see how this could impact the reunion. Told with swift storytelling, Almodovar packs action, fights, and romance into a truncated timeline. Now, the performances are good and the script is decent. However, like the two short films that told satisfying stories in a truncated time frame, this one felt too cheated. It has a slightly ambiguous ending that will leave you wanting a sequel or a wish to see what could have been. This film is almost a variant on the Brokeback Mountain theme. It's a solid 4-star short film. I just wanted this one to be longer. Now, if you'd like to see Strange Way of Life, the only way to see it is rent or purchase on most digital platforms, no streaming information. All right. So those were our Oscar shortlisted ones. Now we're going to move into our two that were BAFTA nominated to round out today's reviews. First up is Abdou Cisse's Festival of Slaps, which, in addition to its BAFTA nod, was nominated at the British Independent Film Awards and won the Audience Award at the London Film Festival. In this, Cisse presents a time-jumping tale of the character Ade reliving his life and as the title states, the festival of slaps he received at the hands of his mother growing up as a London teenager with his Nigerian mother. The film leans on cultural stereotypes of the ways that parents discipline their children, but also show how these methods can lead to life-saving moments as well. A multi-generational snapshot, we see 3 generations of a family and how a good slap can have its impact. Told in a quickly cut film, we see how this stereotype of discipline, well, lands. In a quick 12 minutes that will quickly misdirect the viewer and lead to several laugh out loud moments with some stretched out time shots where everything moves in slow motion. An enjoyable mini film, Festival of Slaps, for me was a 4-star film. It was leaning towards a 3 until the last 2 or 3 minutes, which make a very nice button for the story. So if you'd like to see Festival of Slaps, it is still currently streaming on YouTube. Now, finally, we have Joe Weiland and Alex Jefferson's Gorka. BAFTA nomination is the sole nod this film received this season. Gorka is a French exchange student coming to stay with a family in England and has hopes for what will be a wonderful trip that is quickly shadowed when upon his arrival he goes with his host family consisting of Tanya, her husband Morris, and her son Anthony to the outskirts of England where Tanya's father is tragically on his deathbed. Told as both a drama and a comedy, Gorka is even more of a fish out of water when arriving at Tanya's father's home. Through a series of events, Gorka happens upon Tanya's father, and they will have a limited exchange, which will then lead to Gorka being the last one to see him before he passes away. Then we will see how sometimes small moments of kindness can have huge impact, and I'm going to leave it there to not spoil this film. Well acted and sentimental, Gorka is a nice little short with a strong message of community and love. For me, the film is a solid 4-star film. Now, if you would like to watch Gorka, as of this posting, it is streaming exclusively on YouTube. So, there you have it. Another solid collection of shorts. As I felt the other day, there are 1 or 2 here that I would have replaced with the nominated films. But to each their own, I will let you have your own opinion. So, we still have the animated shorts to get to, and those will be coming within the next couple of days. As always, if you like what you heard here, please subscribe to the channel, spread the word for all the cinematic goodness. You can follow me, Cinephile Mike, on all social media platforms and Letterboxd. See you all tomorrow, and until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.